Okay, hey guys, so it's me. I know I haven't made many videos, and yeah, my hair is black. Oh, I've made a lot, but you know what I mean. I haven't made any recent videos. I've been really busy and everything like that. Oh, to my mouth. I've been really busy, and this camera is so shit right now because I have a different one and it's really old. So don't mind that. So yeah. Sorry about not making a lot of videos, but I'm making one right now, and this is really annoying me. So yeah. So this is my very own catfish story. Now, if you don't know what catfish is a movie, um, and a TV show. Catfish is a movie and a show that has a guy called Neve in it. He's gone through so much of, online dating on Facebook. It's all to do with Facebook, talking to someone, end up dating them and never met them, and then they don't turn out to be who they really are. So not the picture. If it sounds interesting to you, go rent it or something, or look it up on the internet. It's called Catfish the movie, or start watching it on MTV, and it's called Catfish TV show. It's very interesting, and 99 out of like 90% is it's never the person that they're talking to on the internet. So it's so interesting. It's kind of like a documentary. It pretty much is a documentary, but it's kind of not. It's kind of like, but it's so interesting. I'm in love with it. Um, I haven't watched the movie yet, but I am very interested in watching it. But all I know is the movie is based on him, on Neve, who is doing the TV one. So it's based all on him, how he fell in love with this girl, wasn't who she said she was, blah blah blah. And then the TV show is about all the other people, but he's documenting, he's finding out the truth and all that, and it's so interesting. Anyway, off to my story. So yeah, if you want to watch all that, just watch it on TV, which I think it's on Tuesdays or whatever. And the old episodes are on like every day, I think. And the movie is, you can look it on the internet or you can rent it. It's called Catfish, my movie. Okay. Anyway, let's get on to my story. So my catfish, it was about nearly 2 years ago now. This guy called Lucas, can't remember his last name, which is funny. His name was Lucas, and we started talking. He added me actually on Facebook. We didn't have mutual friends or anything like that. He started adding me. I didn't really pay notice to it, and I was kind of new to Facebook then, so I wasn't like, he can be fake, blah blah blah. So I was just like, yeah, okay. Um, we started talking. He inboxed me saying, "Hey, you're really beautiful. Blah blah blah. You seem down to earth." And I was like, "Hey, thanks." And then after a couple of weeks after, he asked me for my number. We started talking and texting and phone calls. You know, his voice would be the first thing I hear in the morning and it'd be the last thing I hear at night. So it was kind of like that. I asked to Skype him, and he's like, okay. So it goes in Skype. I was really excited, and next minute it's black, and there's a voice that didn't sound like his voice at all on the phone. So I ended the call and I texted him going, hey, why does your voice sound different over Skype than it does on the phone? And he goes, oh, sorry, that wasn't me, it was my cousin. And I'm like, so you let your cousin go on Skype and, doesn't even show themselves? And he goes, yeah, I'm really sorry, my camera isn't working. I'm like, so your mic's working? And I was like, I wasn't catching up to it, but I was still like, what? And we only live like 20 minutes away, which is the weird thing. So I don't know. And then he's like, hey, do you want to meet next week? And I was like, yeah, okay, what day? And he's like, oh, Friday, because, I'm not working and, you don't have school. And I'm like, yeah, okay, it sounds good. I'm like, we'll make it a date. And he goes, okay, where do you want to meet? I'm like, well, what's closest to you? And he's like, oh, Blacktown. So I went to Blacktown and I waited for like an hour and no one turned up. No one. And so I tried calling him, he wouldn't answer, texting him, he wouldn't answer. And then I was like, you know what, I'm done with this. I don't want to play any games. And then about 5 o'clock at night, he replies to me going, sorry, I didn't have my phone. And I forgot all about today. And I was like, yeah, whatever. And then I was like, I don't want anything to do with you. I don't want to play these stupid little games. If you don't want to talk to me, don't talk to me. I don't care anymore. I'm over it. And then he started calling me. I just didn't accept it. I just kept declining it. And then his sister, he didn't tell me he had a sister, only had a brother. Um, his sister messaged me on Facebook going, hey, Lucas really likes you, give him a second chance and all that. He wants to be with you. And I'm like, how can you be with someone, you never met, and all you do is talk on Facebook and text and call? I'm like, that doesn't do anything. I've never met him, maybe our attractions are different when we meet. And I'm like, I don't want to be in this. And then she's like, come on, please. He's going to call you now. Give him a second chance to talk about it. I'm like, whatever. So he called me, and then I'm like, what? And then he's like saying all this stuff. I'm like, I'm like, you said you only had a brother, not a sister. And he's like, oh, she's like my half sister. And I'm like, that's still a sister. And it was just so stupid. And then I'm like, I'm going to bed. He didn't text me for ages the next day till nighttime. And then I was a bit iffy about him. I was starting to come to a sense of going, I think he's fake. So I searched in his photo, which you can just grab it and search onto your link bar, and it'll come up on Google Images. And he was a guy model named, I can't remember his name actually, but it was a guy model, different name completely. And then I was like, okay, well, obviously it's not him anymore, so I want to know who I'm talking to. So I got the phone number, which you can do on the internet. Just go into your Yellow Pages and you put it in, and it comes up the full name. I put it in, and it was his sister. Like, she was him, trying to be him. And I found out she was lesbian. And I was like, I'm going to do lesbians, but when you want to play a stupid game like that, it just gets ridiculous. That it's stupid. And then I was just like, wow. I was so shocked. So I ended up screenshotting everything I found. I sent it to her, him, whatever, Lucas. I sent it to Lucas, and I was like, yeah, I'm over your stupid childish games. Confess to who you are and all that. And I had Lucas's Facebook page and Facebook password and that, because he gave it to me, and I gave him mine. So as soon as that happened, I changed my password. I got into his password, and I did weird thing, but honestly, I deactivated it. I deleted everything. I know it was wrong when I did, but what she did was even worse. Like, she was leading on all these girls, and it was so, it's just disturbing. So I deleted all of the stuff, and then Lucas just calls me and goes, what the fuck's your problem? Why would you do that? I'm not a girl, I'm a guy. And I'm like, you're not a guy. I'm like, I've got her name anyway. I think her name was Emma. I'm like, you're Emma. And I'm like, so stop playing stupid games. And I'm like, don't call, text his number again. So I blocked him, and that was the end of it. He tried contacting me on other numbers, other phones. I just kept declining. It went on for months and months, and he tried threatening me. And I was like, you know what? Stop texting me off different people's phones. It's getting annoying. And then that was the end of it. That was my catfish. Like, it was just so weird that I didn't expect that to happen. I expected maybe I'm not the best looking guy, but not a girl. You know what I mean? It was so weird. So yeah. So I'm just gonna give you some tips, guys, on how you can tell a profile is fake. Because I come to my senses now. I'm old enough. I'm not so gullible as I was then, and it's just easy now. So if you see a really good-looking guy, they don't usually use ugly-looking guys. They usually use the best-looking guys you can get. They usually don't have many friends. Not no mutual friends really. Sometimes they can, but that's because they're random people. Won't meet you. Always makes up excuses. I can't remember it. Has pictures with heaps of people and doesn't tag one of them, and has I can't remember. But anyway, they're my tips on how to tell if someone's a fake. But yeah, so there's a lot of fake people out there, guys. Just be careful who you're talking to. You know, make sure it's all legit before you get into that, and trust me, just don't make stupid things. Like, don't do stupid mistakes like make them, because it could be like a pedo or something. So just be careful, guys. And that was my catfish, and I hope you enjoyed my story. I got tongue tied a lot, but it's 9:48 in the morning, so what do you expect? But if you have any suggestions on what you'd like to see me do next, just comment down below or inbox me on YouTube here, because Taylor is a boring person and has no life anymore. But yes, I will try to do my videos again. I'm very sorry I haven't, but I will try because I have more free time on my hands. So yes, and BTW, good luck to everyone that is doing their yearly exams and all that. So good luck Year 10 and good luck Year 11 and Year 12 have finished your exams. So good luck everyone who is doing your exams, because it sucks and I'm not doing it because I don't go to school anymore. But have fun and bye, guys.